It's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Thank you very much for joining me again today. And today is Saturday, so it is Simple Stamping Saturday. Every Saturday I do a 3-stage project, so something that is simple through to something that is more, has more techniques and more equipment and product involved. And I am spending quite a lot of time at the moment looking at our beginner brochure because it is perfect. It's a small, easy to digest little brochure. There's 16 pages including the back. It has who are we, who are Stampin' Up, explanation about what the different stamps are, how to order, that you can see videos, all those good things. So it's just a really nice little bite-size introduction to our products. And today I'm looking at the Magnolia Blooms stamp set. Now, we have a whole suite in our annual catalogue called Magnolia Lane. It is gorgeous. It's on pages 36, 37 and 38 and 39. I don't think it goes any further, no. It has a sub suite as well, which is Garden Lane, but for the Magnolia Lane suite, 4 pages. Lots of inspiration, how to order it, just, there are Memories and More cards, there are cork embellishments, there are some blends that are suggested, specific Memories and More cards, lots and lots and lots of product and inspiration. And as I say, it is gorgeous, but it's quite overwhelming. So particularly if you're a new crafter. So this little set is another set of stamps that are not duplicated. The font for the sentiments are the same, but there are different sentiments. So if I look at the full set, which is 2 sets, we've got hello and thanks, thinking of you, enjoy today, and then some longer sentiments. In this one, we've got congratulations, which is in the same font as this. We've got thank you rather than thanks, which is what we've got here, but you can see it's the same font. And happy birthday. We don't have birthday here, so it's a very good set, even if you are a more advanced crafter. This is a great addition. But for a beginner crafter, it's perfect. And we've got a little mini set of items that go beautifully together. So we've got the stamp set, only £13. There's a suggested block, some spots, some stamping spots, which are like mini ink pads. So I've got one, this is a real red one, but they're mini. So this is a mossy meadow and a soft suede, and if you get both together, they are £5.50. Indeed, you can only get these 2 together, so £5.50, and you've got a nice little ink pad, or 2 nice little ink pads to use. Memories and More cards, or rather cards and more, which I'll come on to, and then some adhesive. So, how have I used them? Let me introduce you to the cards. So this is a pack of Magnolia Lane cards and more. They are 4.5 by 3.5 inches, which means they are perfect for these cards, which are 3 by 4. So these are what I would call classic. As I say they're 3 by 4, I'm 99.9% certain they're 3 by 4. Which means they are the perfect size for Memories and More as well. I'm just trying to find a ruler. I used to have 3 and I now don't seem to have 1. Here we go. So they are 3 by 4, and you get 5 of each of the designs. So there are 2 designs, and they are double-sided. So you've got a sort of all-over pattern on one side, and a nice, open pattern on the other. And they fit perfectly onto these little cards. So I will be showing you how to do that in a moment. So this is the stamp set. This is the card that I have put together, which is actually taken from here. So all I've done is change from the Mossy Meadow to the Soft Suede ink pad, but it's a beautiful card, and all I've had to do is a small amount of stamping. And did I stamp on the inside? Yes, I did, and I've now stuck it together. I've actually taken my photographs already, so I use a little bit of blue tack just to stick the card down so that it isn't flapping in the breeze for photography. So I've stamped on the inside as well, and I've also stamped on the envelope. So let me show you how I did that. It's, as I say, really straightforward. So perfect for new crafters. So I'm going to take one of my cards, one of my note cards, one of my cards, and an envelope. And they all come, so this all comes in one pack. This is all one, and they are, for 10 cards, £9.25. So just under £1 a card. So nice, sensible value. I'm going to, actually, no, I will do soft suede again. So I've got my soft suede ink pad. Now, I have a full-size ink pad because I have a full-size ink pad, but it's the same ink. So I've got my sentiment mounted very crooked on my block. So let me get that slightly straighter. So I'm just going to ink it up just by going 1, 2, 3, very gently. Check to see that it is properly inked up, and then simply stamp. And because it's see-through and the block is see-through, you can see exactly where you're stamping, and there we have our thank you. And then this I can clean just with one of the chamois. You just have to keep them moist, and you just rub the ink onto the chamois. Mine is very well used, so this is mine. It is clean but dirty, so it's got staining. You just run them under a tap. If you use different temperatures of water, you get different colours out. Black will never go, and most of the reds will never go, but it will then just be clean dirt, not dirty dirt. And then for the inside of my card, sorry, I've picked up some fluff. The inside of my card, I'm going to use one of the two images. So we've got a large, actually there's three. We've got a large magnolia, a bud, and then a leaf. I'm going to use the bud. And again, 1, 2, 3. Check that it's inked up. And I'm just going to come down into the bottom right hand corner and stamp that. And then on my envelope, making sure that the flap is in the right place, which is not something I'm particularly known for. I have been known to stamp on that corner rather than this corner. So just duplicating that again, and that is it. So to put it all together, pop that to one side. The cards are scored already. I like to have the raised bit on the inside and the dent on the outside. So when I was doing face-to-face classes before we were in lockdown, I would always say fold towards the mountain. I do like to just make sure that everything is square before I actually get my bone folder and press. Now, if you don't have a bone folder, your block does quite a good job as well, but I would highly recommend a bone folder if you decide that stamping is for you. And then, because snail is what they've suggested, I'll take my snail and just add cat hair. Just add snail around the outside of my card, and then pop that onto the front of my card, and that is my card done. Now that's 9 minutes, not quite 9.5 minutes, and I gave you a tour of the catalogue as well. So really quick and really easy, and because you've got the inspiration here, even if you are a new crafter, you will be able to make these cards. So it is a brilliant, brilliant place to start. But if you've got a bit more technique and a few more items that you want to play with, you can do more, of course. So this I would call for a more casual crafter. So someone who has a few punches, designer series paper, which is what this is, some coloured card, happy to get some ribbon, and we've even got some pearls on the card. So it's basically the same design. So my thank you is here. I've got pretty magnolias, and then on the inside I've got my magnolia, and here you can see that we all make mistakes. So I stuck this down on the wrong side. But as I say, we all make mistakes, so I've just, obviously I won't necessarily be sending it, or if I do, I'll write a very long letter, which at the moment is good. Thank you very much for everything you've done, you know, a bit of what I'm up to. So it won't go to waste. So that is for my more casual crafter. The punches that I used are in the annual catalogue, and they're the Label Me Fancy and Label Me Pretty. I think that's right. And this is how I did this one. I've just punched it and then cut it down, cut these two ends off. So, where have I got my ends? No, I've thrown them away. I've been tidy for once. I say that they're not in the annual, they're in the mini. What am I saying? They are in the mini catalogue. So let me find them. They are, yes, Label Me Lovely and Label Me Fancy. On page 41. Really lovely, and they do work together. So, and you, as I say, you can cut bits off, and this one has a circle and a slit, so you can make tags out of them as well. So those were the punches that I used, and as I say, just some designer series paper, a bit of the Magnolia Lane ribbon duo. So this is part of the full suite, and then just some pearls. And then for my avid crafter, I've introduced, still the same stamp set, I've introduced the dies that come with the Good Morning Magnolia, or are part of the full suite. So they're the Magnolia Memory dies. Lots and lots of dies. I normally put how many there are. Did I put how many there are? Yes, 16 dies. So I have used... and it is just the dies I've used. I haven't used the stamp set. So I've heat embossed here. I've used this scalloped edge here on my designer series paper. This is just Whisper White card, and I've used these two dies here. So I've done two of the smaller one and one of the larger one. Inked the edges with a sponge dauber and some petal pink card, petal pink ink. And then I've punched this, or die cut this, in Early Espresso, which is one of the colours that's in the suite, I think. I think Early Espresso is. Anyway, it goes. Yes, Early Espresso is one of the colours. So that's the centre. I've put some Wink of Stella on just the top layer. Some of the petal pink metallic edged ribbon from the Parisian suite, and both this one and the casual one I've stamped up. I've put on dimensionals, and again I've stamped on the inside. So, oh, and these are vellum from the Perennial Essence suite, where we've got some Old Olive vellum. This is actually Mossy Meadow, but Old Olive goes perfectly well with Mossy Meadow, so it's the same kind of hue. So there we go. Those are my 3 projects for today. Don't need that one. So we've got our quick and simple, using items from the beginner brochure. Then we've got our our casual using punches, and our avid using dies, but the same basic design the whole way across. I hope you found that interesting. I hope you will give these a try. Do remember that if you're in the UK, you can shop with me. There's a link below. If you don't already subscribe, do please subscribe. That would be fantastic. And you can hit the notification bell. Just hit the subscribe button there, and then you can go and hit the notification bell so you know when I've posted a new video or when I'm going live on YouTube. And if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!